Okay. Can put your hands together. Already 7 o'clock. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So good evening.
Good evening.
Blessings of the triple gem to all of you. So Sensei, Keiko, Sayuri, and all of you Bhantes, because very important. Now, last week we continue our discussion, especially what did we say about paticca-samuppada, right?
Yes.
Paticca-samuppada. Hey, can't type. Okay. Which word we stop? Can you remember?
Yes.
Where did we stop?
Paccaya tanha. It is complete.
Vedana.
Paccaya tanha, we complete.
Okay. Did you complete? No.
Yes. Now today tanha paccaya.
Yeah.
Rasa.
Yeah. Vedana paccaya tanha. Vedana paccaya tanha, right? Vedana paccaya tanha. What did we say on Vedana paccaya tanha? Remember?
Rupa tanha sadha.
Rupa tanha. Then?
Sadha.
No. Right? Then Rupa tanha become, what is Rupa tanha? Eventually it become Kama. Asada. What is asada? Satisfaction. Satisfaction. When we look at any rupa, there is satisfaction. That's why we look at that rupa. This is how the tanha arises. Rupa tanha means it's not just immediately become greedy for the rupa, but there is some attraction to what is it called? Rupa, right? And then it becomes what? Kama tanha. Look at it. Rupa tanha ends up in Kama tanha. You need to remember this doctrinal. It's also going like a cycle, a wheel. Clear? Cycle or wheel. Got it?
Yes.
So you have to understand that this is actually understanding the dharma. While attempting for the examination, how come rupa become, what is it called, rupa tanha? Rupa tanha means, take for an example, if I'm very colorful, if my features are very good, if nice look, right? So you look at that, body. Then what happened? Then there is a satisfaction of looking at. You see that we watch a movie, right? Rahul, do you watch movie?
No, I do not watch movie.
Okay, you don't know Aishwarya Rai.
I know Aishwarya Rai.
Then do you know Amitabh Bachchan?
I know Amitabh Bachchan.
Then Mr. Khan. What Khan?
Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah, Shah Rukh Khan. When Shah Rukh Khan come, tum paas aaye, then you become very happy, right? You look at him,
Yes.
you muskuraye. What happened? See, you look at the man, and also you listen to the sound. Have you seen Rupa Tanha, Saddha Tanha? Right? You didn't watch it?
I watched. I saw.
You didn't watch that? Kuch Kuch Hota Hai? No. Are
I
you?
I watched
That's right.
that
Okay.
movie.
No, no, this is what actually why people are, even, Mamoru, the people are very attracted to Japanese movie and Korean movie now. The now world #1 Korean movie. The whole world is watching Korean movie. Actually, looking at Rupa. Is a Rupa Tanha and Saddha Tanha, the words. So eventually it becomes what? Kama Tanha. That's why sometimes you have to see that it goes like a cycle. The word Tanha. Please take note this word, right? Right? Please take note. Remember, because the Buddha in Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta mentioned that yayang tanha pono bhavika nandi raga sahagata tatra binandini. Tanha as a single cause, but it has many. That's why lobha, ditti, mana, all those, and abhijja, so on and so forth. At the end, even our, what is it called? Lot of mistakes happen due to greed. So it goes like a cycle. So remember, that was our discussion. Rupa Tanha, that's why it has some Kama Asad. Kama Asad, satisfaction. I like to watch a movie. I like this actress. I like that actress. I like this singer. I like that singer. Right? Saddha Tanha. Right? You see Lata Mangeshkar, right? She was known as, what is it called? Cuckoo bird of music, right?
Nightingale.
Eh?
Nightingale.
Nightingale is in English, but ours is cuckoo bird.
Kokila.
Kokila. Swarga.
Geeta Kokila.
Swarga.
She is no more now.
I know, but what happened actually when she sings is, it is said that at every second her song is singing somewhere in the world. No, so people like that Saddha. So look at it. So Rupatanha, Saddhatanha, right? Then Rupatanha, Saddhatanha, remember? Right? What did I say? Right? Rupa, Saddha, Gandha, Rasa, Pottabha, Dhamma, Tanha. Then what's the end result? You have to remember, please take this Dhamma note. What is the end result? Yes. Kama, Tanha, Bhava, Tanha, Vibhava, Tanha. Look at it. The end result is a gross, heavily grown greed. That's why even if you would like to learn little more in Abhidhamma, Kama, Vachara, the Buddha said what? 11 realms, places to birth, is all to enjoy the life. Kama tanha. So the nature of karma. The Buddha said it's a cycle. If you like to see human form, human skin, human nose, human mouth, human lips, human cheeks, human teeth, human body. So what happened? Probably we come back. We come back to karma world. That's why the animals, birds, snakes, ghosts, human beings, even the gods in 6 heavenly world, all attached to karma tanha. They like Rupa Saddha Gandha Rasa Pottabha Dhamma. Okay, take this note. I want to give you a very interesting Dhamma knowledge. What happened? When we have karma tanha, we get what? Chakku, sota, ghana, juha, kaya, and adaya. Got it? If you can remember, I'm giving you a very nice, interesting doctrinal point. If happen for you to explain the word tanha, craving, and you also, Buddha said, well, what is tanha, right? Tanha has another doctrinal value. What is the doctrinal value? What is that doctrinal value? It is dukkha, samudaya, satya. See? Second noble truth. Clear?
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
Amaro? Okay. Then Vedana Pacchaya Tanha. Tanha Pacchaya Upadanam. Tanha Pacchaya Upa. So the word is what? Upa plus
Adan.
Adana. What does it mean? What is Adana?
To receive.
Dana mean what?
Dan means to give.
Give.
Dana is to release.
Release.
Dana is to let go.
Let go.
Dana is to abandon. Adana mean what? Take back. Adana, take back. Adana mean holding. Adana is to hold, to hold. H-O-L-D. Upadana mean what? Holding again and again, again and again. It's actually a psychological thing. Held by mind. held by mind. Held by mind. Have you got it? Adana. Adana mean what? Okay, if you take it psychologically, thinking again and again. That's called adana. Thinking again and again, again and again. Right? So that's what do we call upadana. Thinking again and again. When we think of, please take note, when we think of anything again and again, right? We take it, even in the dharma. That's why, do you know, in quite interesting thing for you to know more dharma. In Majjhima Nikaya Alagadupama Sutta, the Buddha said, even dharma cannot be upadana. If we take dharma, even the Buddha dharma, aggressively addicted to it, clinging to it, we are going to be in trouble. The big trouble took place 100 years after the passing away of the Buddha. You know, in history you studied, right? The monks were so stubborn, so rigid, so aggressive about their doctrinal points. So they divided, divide and divide and divide and divide, deviated even from Buddhism. It is upadana, it's a dhamma upadana. That's why in this discourse, the Buddha said what? Alagadupam. Is dharma is a parable, is like a raft, a ferry, a boat, a ship for you to leave this bank. This bank is samsara. You are going to the other bank, nirvana there. But you use this raft, the boat or ferry, to go into the other bank. Once you reach the other bank, don't carry that raft. You are not going to keep on your head, wow, this the raft helped me to come here, then go everywhere. No, 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 no. Just leave it at this river bank. You go, you just leave. Upadana. You see that today religious conflicts, right? Nowadays, racial issues. You see, people are Dhamma Upadana. Dhamma Upadana. Right? So you have to see. Clear? So like the Buddha said what? How many upadanas? Kama, padana. Then ditti, padana, silabhata, upadana, attavada, upadana. Fourfold. Fourfold. This is called something like addicted. Addicted. Or clinging, or striving after. Striving after. So that's what the got it. You see Kamupadana, right? Kamupadana is what? When we say Kamupadana, what does it mean? Yes?
To satisfy five organs.
Yes. If you can write down Kama Chanda, this is Kama Chanda, addicted, the will, Kama Chanda, or we call it Kama Raga. Remember these words. That's called Kamupadana. Is Rahul, it's just going beyond just looking at the image. That's what earlier we say Rupa Tanha. Right? So that's the beginning point of that Kama Chanda. Once you are addicted, once you are greedy for that Rupa physical body, it becomes psychological thing. You know, in Parabhava Sutta, Buddha said, Iti dutto, sura dutto, akha dutto, durta. So you feel that if you don't see, if you don't hear, if you don't touch, very uncomfortable. It is called Kamaraga, Kamachanda, or even it can be Kama Tanha.
Bhante ji,
Hmm.
when a person becomes Sotapanna,
Hmm.
his Kamachanda becomes, means all
No. He's
disappear.
on. No, he
Kamra
at,
is there.
no at Sotapanna stage. Yes, he reduced to the great extent. Reduced to the great extent, but still his Kamaraga is there.
Yes.
Only in Anagami stage. But you would not see Kamesu Michachara in him.
Mm.
If you are a stream winner, he still entertains his sense dose, but in a lawful way.
That is Kamrag.
No, Kamarag, that is Kamarag. That's why he comes back, right? Like
Yeah.
Rahul Rahul becomes Sotapanna today, still he will come 7 times. One time Singapore, one time India, one time Japan, one time, I don't know where else he want to go, right? So he will come back. If he doesn't like Singaporean, then he'll go to Japan next life. Then he doesn't like Japanese, then go to America next life. And at the end, no, all the country is not good. I go back to Nagpur again. So the 7th life, Nagpur, enlightened. So that's karma. It's still there.
Means Kamachand and Kamrag is different.
No, it's actually same thing, but what happened, the degree, you have to understand the degree of Kamachanda mean actually Kamachanda, Kamaraga, it's quite synonym. But when you look at Kamaraga, it become actually lust. Raga mean lust.
Last.
Chanda is a will.
But
So that's how it.
But somewhere I have read that Shotapanna, when a person becomes Shotapanna, his Kamachanda absolutely disappeared, but he has a Kamarag.
No, in a way, exactly. I do not know how to differentiate Kamachanda and Kamaraga, but they are synonym. Kamatanha, Kamachanda, Kamaraga, they are. But the degree, for an example, what I can say that when you are Sotapanna, your interest is enlightenment. Your interest is not actually entertaining 5 sense doors like us, eating, drinking, watching, listening, and so on and so forth. It could be there, that Dhamma point is could be there, Kamatanha. But it's a degree, was what I heard actually. I saw in the commentary that when you are Sotapanna, very higher percentage, you can say that 80 to 90% of your Kamaraga, Kamatanha vanished. So it is there. So have you got it now?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Yeah, look at that. Kama Chanda, Kama Raga, Kama Tanha, then Kama Sineha. These are different. Sineha means affection, but different degree. For an example, mother loves son, but it's a different from mother loving husband, right? So likewise, it can go into what is it called? Different kinds of tanha, kamupada. Then come into what is it called? Ditti. I'm going to give you a little more, what is it called, understanding. When we say the word ditti, anybody knows the meaning? What is ditti? Yes, Mamoru.
Sorry, I don't know.
Ditti to me is a thought. Please take note. Any thought can be considered as a ditti. Ditti means view. So you feel, you perceive, and you think, right? Is ditti. Is
Ditti
called
means
what?
mindset.
View.
Views.
No, it's a view. It's a view. I mean, already you feel, you perceive, you think, because mechanism is there. All the ingredients are there. That's why the Buddha, you know, I'm telling you, going from enlightened point of view, right? If you are enlightened, your mind is empty, right? Thoughtless. remember under the Bodhi tree, right? Buddha experience what? Vimutti sukha patisangvedi. Happiness of liberation, the mind from thoughts. If you all please remember, this is real Buddhism. This is genuine Buddhism. The brand new Buddhism. The Buddha's mind was completely free from thoughts. Completely free from thoughts. You give me 1 minute, 1 minute. Hello, sir. Oh, ඒක තමයි කතා කරලා තියෙනවා. මේක ඉතින් පුංචි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා. මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? කවුද? ඔව්. නෑ ඒක සර් උනේ මොකද අර මේගොල්ල මොකද ළමයිනේ පැටෙව්වේ මේක පැලට්ස් වලනේ තිබුණේ. අර මම ඉන්වොයිස් එකේ ඔව් ඉතින් අන්නේ ඇත්තටම ලොකු දෙයක් නෙමෙයි මාස්ටර් එකේ ප්‍රශ්නේ ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. වෙන මොනවත් නෙමෙයි. නමුත් අර පැලට් වල ඉන්වොයිස් එකේ තියෙනවට වැඩිය පෙට්ටි ගාණක් තියෙනවා. ඒකයි වෙන ඉෂුව එකක් නෑ. මාස්ක් විතරයි. ඔව් සර්. කෑලි මිරිස්නස් කිලෝ 2-3ක් ඇති එච්චර ඕනේ නැහැ. මම පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න තාමුණා තියෙන කියලා ගෙන්න ගන්න මම කියන්නම්. ගැටලුවක් නැහැ. මේ කෑලි මිරිස්. ඔව් ඔව් සර්. ඔව්. හරි සර් හරි. හොඳයි සර්. ඇති හොඳටම ඇති සර්. Okay sir. Right sir. Sorry Sorry Rahul. Yes. Urgent call from Colombo. So have you got it now?
Yes.
Mamoru, please take note. That's the Vimutti Sukha Patisangvedi, because it's known as, what is it called? The happiness of liberation, the mind. So the Buddha didn't want to have any ditti, not even about Buddhism, not even about Buddhism, right? So it's called ditti. But then I tell you one important thing. If happen for you to write, you can talk about, remember Ajita Kesa Kambali. What did he say? Nati Dinang. I gave you earlier paper. Nati Mata Nati Kammanang Palang Vipako. This is ditti. It's called, what do we call? It is a wrong view. It is wrong view. Clear? Sometimes people in scholars, they look at, when they want to define the word ditti, they refer to very negative thought. Very negative thought. There's no karma, there's no heaven, there's no hell, and all those kind of things. That's known as very aggressive thought. And also it can be very harmful thought. Very aggressive thought, very harmful thought. Right? And then coming to next, what is it called? Sila Vrata. That's how it become Sila Vrata. 2 words. Sila plus Vrata, right? Sila prasn. Sila plus Vrata. When we say Sila is talking about what? Right? Sila is talking about the moral precepts. Vrata is referring to rituals. Vrata means habits or practice. In India, it was quite popular. It was quite popular. Sila, Vrata, Sila, Bhata precepts, right? You know, the people follow different ways of how to say the habits, all those kind of things. So because the addicted, so what is it called? Addicted to it. Please take note. You know, even ours, sometimes if we follow tradition, right? You know, traditionists mostly entertain, what is it called? Rituals or rites, religious rites, religious rituals, all those kind of things. These are, Buddha said what? Vrata, Sila Vrata. So we addicted. We don't, what is it called? We ignore the, what is it called? Very important activities, and then addicted to simple, all those kind of things. Sila Bhata. Because during Buddha's time, remember, during Buddha's time, 62 beliefs, 62. Remember, Achelaka, Niganta, Paripajaka, Jatila, right? Ajivaka, all of them. Look at quite, if we get good thing, something for you to remember the Dharma. Earlier we discussed all those. Right? So a lot of rituals and rites, habits, but they became popular. Even today among us, actually, what do we see when it comes to our activities, right? Any religion, rituals are more popular than, what is it called, going into essence. The last one after that, Attavadupam. Attavada is actually referring to soul, self, Atma. Atmavad. This is quite common now. You could see in the world, right? You could see in the world, what is it called? What do you see? Majority believe in it. Majority believe in it. Clear? So remember, kama upadana, ditthi upadana, silabbata upadana, attavada upadana. So we'll come to the next one. What is it called? Upadana paccaya bhavo. Very important. Upadana paccaya bhavo. Twofold. One, kamma bhava. Upapatti bhava. Kamma bhava, upapatti bhava. Remember, if I perform or if I generate, take for an example, if I put the kamma bhava, right? Janaka kamma, reproductive, reproductive or regenerative kamma. That's known as kamma bhava, because if I generate this karma, sure I am going to be reborn in one of the planes of existence. So it's called kamma bhava. Right? Kamma bhava. Clear? The next one, what do you call? Upapatti bhava. Upapatti bhava is referring to what? Is referring to, what is it called? Planes of existence. Total 11 plus 16 plus 4. 31. Basically, upapatti bhava. Upapatti bhava. Upapatti bhava. Clear? It's quite interesting. First one is psychological. Second one is biological and psychological. It means you are interested to be reborn. If I am interested to be reborn, so that interest generate bhava. Bhava mean what? To become. Bhava is to become. That's why karma bhava. I do some karmas to become. Clear? Upadana paccaya bhavo. Upadana paccaya bhavo. Then come into bhava paccaya jati. What is it? Bhava paccaya jati. What does it mean? Bhava paccaya jati. Right? When you say bhava paccaya jati, it is basically referring to
birth.
pati, sandhi, vijnana. Take this word. These are in Pali language in the sutras, relinking consciousness. Pati, sandhi, vijnana. And then, what does it mean? You can refer it to embryo. Embryo means?
Gandhab.
No.
क्या होता है?
Gandhab.
Gandhab.
Gandhab, you took flight from Nagpur to Japan. In between, in the sky, there is Gandhab. Right? Now, embryo means what? Embryo means that's in the womb.
Yes.
भ्रूण.
The womb of
Mother.
mother. But it can be any type, or it can be egg form, right? Some in the womb of the mother. Sometimes it is, what is it called? What do we say? The right? The actual, as a bhavapacya jati, the actual settlement is like a appearance of your mind body form in the womb or in the egg. Anlaja, Jalabuja, Sansedaja, Opapatika, the fourfold birth. Even it can be in the heaven, right? Opapatika birth. Bhavapacya. What is Bhavapacya? Next one.
Bhavapacya jati.
Jati, sorry, Jati Pacya,
Jara.
Jara.
Jati Pacya. This is where you can see that you, Rahul, Keiko, Momoru, Sayuri, Sensei, what are we experiencing now? That's what Jara, Marana, Soka, Parideva, Dukkha, Domanassa, Upayasa, Bahulo. This is what the Buddha said. Endless is ongoing thing. It is an ongoing thing. Right? Yeah. Pull up, 5 minutes. Jati paccaya. Right? Jati paccaya, jara, marana. So you remember that even jara, decay, is a cycle. Is a cycle, is a wheel. When we say wheel, can you remember, Keiko, Hiroko, I say earlier, when you are in the wheel, you cannot escape. You cannot escape because it's inside the frame. If you are being born, sure you are going to die. Sure you are going to get old. Sure you are going to fall sick. That's what the wheel, please remember. Why did the Buddha say it's a wheel? If it is not a wheel, okay, jara is there. Okay, is another place. This is there, not that. So the Buddha said what? The moment your birth takes place, you are subject to decay, subject to sorrow, subject to, even you can put the before marana, right? What is it called? Vyadhi. Jara, vyadhi, marana, soka, parideva, dukkha, domana, supayasa, bhava. The last line, if you all can remember these words. Actually, I got it from very nice note. The doctrinal, very interesting. See, jati dhamma, jara dhamma, vyadhi dhamma, marana dhamma, so on. If you read Satipatthana Sutta continuously, right? To read Satipatthana Sutta continuously, one day you come across this. Jara dhammanam, marana dhammanam, bhikkhave sattanam, evam icca uppajjati, aho vatamayang na marana dhammang assam. Is a dharma. Dharma means something to happen. Dharma means something to happen, something to occur. That's called dharma. That's why, clear? Jati, jara, vyadhi, marana. Basically these four. Patsoka, parideva, dukkha, domana, upayasa. So the Buddha said, well, and now, if we conclude like this way, what is happening? Eva dukkha kandhasya samudayo hoti. You see the word here. Thus, dukkha kanda, aggregate of suffering. Samudaya, origin. So this is known as direct order. This is known as direct order. Evametasa dukkha kandasa samudaya, origin, appearance, right? Mamoru, can you see?
Yes.
Okay, look at this dharma. Actually, keep it. I translated in a simple way, but it's quite interesting actually. For the first time, I got that this much detailed doctrinal discussion. Still a lot. I'm actually going to read more on this. Very interesting. A lot of even do you know something interesting thing? Nagarjuna. You heard about Nagarjuna, right? All of you?
Yes, I heard about
Moru?
Sunyapad.
Have you heard? Hiroko? No? Nagarjuna is...
I had it before.
Nagarjuna, in his Prajna Paramita literature, he mentioned very interesting. Yeah. Pratitya samupadang pashyati so dharmang pasyati. He who sees dependent origination sees the teaching of the Buddha. This is in Prajna Paramita literature. And also he said what? Yeah. Dharmang pasyati so pratitya samupadang pasyati. The other way. He who sees paticca-samuppada, he sees the dharma. He who sees the dharma, what does he see? See paticca-samuppada, pratitya samuppada. So in his, but just for teaching, paticca-samuppada is, what is it called? Central philosophy. In Buddhism. That's why he says, he who sees dependent origination sees the dharma. It's realize the dharma, realize the understanding. And he who sees the dharma, the end result is realizing dependent origination. Clear? Okay. Mamoru. So next Friday, if you all can you remember the questions we attempted during our diploma level? And also if you can get some questions in BA level, what are the questions asked about paticca-samuppada. Okay? So thanks. Very good evening. Khayang viragang amatang panitang yadajjaga sakya muni samahito nate na dhamme na samanthi kinchi idampi dhamme ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu. Thanks.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Good health, wealth, protection, peace, happiness, goodwill. To learn more Dharma, to share it and practice it. Japan, Singapore, Sri Lanka, India. May the world be free from this disaster by the power of this meritorious deed. May you all be well and happy.
Sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you very much.
Bhante.
Okay, see you on
See you.
Friday.
Yeah, see
Stop
you.
share.